everybody. Good Saturday afternoon to you, and welcome to VypeFortBend.com coverage of Fort Bend County softball. I'm Roger Smith, and today we have the Foster Falcons, a team that is undefeated in district and overall this season has only lost 3 games, taking on the Kempner Cougars, who are kind of playing the role of Rocky and trying to knock them from the ranks of the undefeated in District 24 5A. Glad you're with us. We're going to step aside real quick. The game will start soon, but we'll want to bring you our visit with the head coach of the Foster Falcons. That's Keely Schuler, and we'll talk to her when we return on VypeFortBend.com.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it, from unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
Hi, everybody. Good Saturday afternoon to you, and welcome to VypeFortBend.com coverage of girls softball out of District 24 5A. And this time, it's going to be the Foster Falcons taking on the Kempner Cougars. It's time to visit with Keely Schuler, the head coach of the Falcons, whose team is having a great season so far. And how are you doing today?
Doing great. It's a great day to play some softball.
And I noticed that we do have a bit of a breeze, and, you know, you have some athletes who have already hit several home runs. We may see some today, but we'll talk about that in a moment. I've wanted to talk about UIL realignment. Sometimes teams will be put together in a district where in certain sports there might be a little bit of a disparity. In fact, I realized this back in 2014. I was covering Kempner baseball, and they were playing some games against teams from A-Leaf that kind of made their stats look really, really good, individual hitting stats. I realize that's in play a little bit for your team, but that said, you've got a team of mashers, don't you?
Yes, sir, we do. Our district, with realignment, it's up and down, but you also play really great programs like Angleton and Fulshire and things like that. So, each week it's a different thing. We're quick pitching, slower pitching, so just making the adjustments each week are a little bit different for us.
There's another thing that I've noticed with some teams, even 6A teams that are pretty good. For example, Cy Creek in 2019. They had one girl pitch every single inning of every single game, except for one game where she took a line drive off of her sternum and she had to sit out a game. But, that's kind of the way it is with Kempner. They have one girl who's pitched, 97% of their innings and one other that's filled in a little bit. But it looked like you have at least half a dozen very capable pitchers. Isn't that a blessing?
Yes, it's a great thing to have for our pitching staff. We have 3 that all three they bring something different to the mound and can jump in anytime that we need them.
So you're undefeated in district, correct?
Yes, sir.
And what is your overall record?
We're 23-3 right now.
And who were the losses to? I'm always curious about that when I see a strong team like yours. And if you don't remember, that's okay, because there's so many teams I have to keep up with, I don't really remember. In fact, I apologize, Coach Schuler. I should have looked that up on my own.
Ridge Point was one of them, and they were a great program. We were going in, and we had them. We were ahead for most of the game, and then we lost it kind of towards the end of the game in the 6th inning. We lost by 1 run for them, and then I think another loss we had was Brazoswood, which is a great program. We scrimmaged them early in the season, and I think when we had an actual game against them, I think we lost by 1 or 2 runs as well.
Well, I'm quite familiar with Ridge Point. In fact, I could probably recognize girls without looking at their jersey number. And speaking of the new realignments, it's also very interesting in District 26A because now that George Ranch is part of the mix, volleyball and softball are much more interesting. It's been fun to watch this year. So what does your team need to do today not just to win, because I kind of expect that to happen, but what do you want them to do to make sure they play the game the right way?
Just show up and play their game, no matter who they face each game. I always say anyone can win on any given day. Just go up there with the mentality that, the same mentality we have in practice, approach the plate, put the ball in play, line drives on the ground, and make the outs that are easy plays.
All right. Well, good luck in today's game, and good luck the rest of the way. And, we're going to do as much as we can to cover postseason softball and baseball, and since they overlap, it can be kind of challenging. But just email me anytime you have the date and time and the opponent set up for postseason play.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Batter Up Show, and we'll talk with Erin Pledger of Kempner, if I can find her around here. We'll be right back on VypeFortBend.com.
On the most important factors in starting a business.
Number one, where will you get the necessary capital?
GetAGreatGig.com presents Gary Horn of HornSolutions.net on the most important factors in starting a business.
Number one, where will you get the necessary capital? Two, you will probably not make money for some period of time. Prepare a conservative model of expected cost and revenues. Three, are you willing to work long hours for no pay and make sure all employees are paid?
For more free career and job search advice, log on to GetAGreatGig.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn, CEO of Horn Solutions. Our team of experienced accounting, finance, and IT professionals have delivered solutions to Houston businesses for over 3 decades. Our project group provides services ranging from assisting with mergers, acquisitions, and integrations to interim staffing. Our executive search group provides full-time placements for accounting, finance, and IT positions. Let Horn Solutions help you meet the challenges your company faces. Visit hornsolutions.net.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there is one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Are you ready?
Ready for anything. For what life throws at you, at your kids.
Are they ready to study, research, write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes, extra restrictions apply.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late-inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Kempner High School, where we're getting ready to bring you the game between the Foster Falcons and the home team, the Kempner Cougars, and we'll give you the starting lineups right now. And I'm going to give them to you kind of slowly for 2 reasons. One is kind of implausible, just in case you're keeping score on a scorecard as you listen to the game, which is not very likely. I'm going to pause a long time in order to make sure you have time to write down the name. And I'm also going to pause a long time. The second reason is the actual plausible reason, and that is I have a lineup in front of me with last names on it, and I need to move my eyes away from the lineup that has only last names and find the girl's first name to go with it. So for the visiting Foster Falcons, who are undefeated in District 24 5A play, leading off and playing third base is Kylie Stamper. Batting second and playing center field is number 8, the freshman Michaela Tosh. Batting third and catching is Emily Nivar. Batting cleanup for these Foster Falcons and playing shortstop is Ella McDowell. I think by now you've already heard a couple of very familiar last names. Batting in the 5 spot and playing right field is Madison King. Batting in the 6th place and playing first base for the Foster Falcons, that's Caitlin Barrett. Then in the 7th spot, in left field, it's Trajan. I'm sorry, I should have asked Coach Schuler how to say this. I think it's Trinasia Smith. It might be Trinasia, and I apologize for that. So I'll get the pronunciation during our next commercial break. Batting in the 8th spot and playing at second base, it's Maddie Herring. Batting in the 9th spot, the designated player is Ripley Welker, and Welker is going to be batting in place of the pitcher for Foster, and that pitcher is the very talented Alina Satcher. So let's move on, and we'll give you the starting lineup for your home team, the Kempner Cougars, who are truly the underdogs in this one. Leading off and playing third base is Alyssa Medrano. Kirsten Williams, the designated player, bats second, and she's going to be batting in place of Pauline Pham. Lauren Hatch bats third. She plays center field. Sammy Sheelander at first base, bats cleanup. Gabby Gonzalez is the pitcher for Kempner, and she bats fifth. Heaven Ferguson, the shortstop, bats sixth. Corey Vasquez is playing catcher, and she bats seventh. Sam Decker is the left fielder. She bats eighth. In the 9th spot is the right fielder, Erin Castlelang. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this on VypeFortBend.com.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New performance started plus internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
Okay, we're back. And I made the most amazing discovery. You know, you're going to discover that I am a little bit out of breath, and there's a reason for that. I found out that the way to pronounce the player wearing number 1 for Foster, who is in the starting lineup, it's Trinasia Smith. And I apologize for mispronouncing her name when I was giving the starting lineups. It's Trinasia Smith, and most amazing thing, I found out that we're cousins. I'm Roger Smith. She's Trinasia Smith. Actually, that's not true. I'm kidding. We're not related, but I was just checking to see if you were paying attention. All right, so I want to talk to you about what happened here last night, because what we have is basically a one day to the next doubleheader of Kempner against Foster. There was a baseball game last night, and Foster dominated the Kempner Cougars by a score of 16-5, and that was sweet revenge for a Foster Falcons team that had been beaten by Kempner 4-3 on their home field Tuesday night. So that means that Foster is now sitting pretty in the baseball race in District 24 5A. They're doing just fine because they have only one loss, and that was the one that they took on Tuesday against Kempner. So you have Kempner that has basically dropped back into a tie with Fulshear. And also in the race is the Terry Rangers, the Terry team that beat Kempner on its home field in a game that we broadcasted on a Saturday. I think it was 3 weeks ago. And unfortunately, as I was leaving the ballpark, I think the Kempner people don't want me to come back, because every time that I've broadcasted one of their games, it has not gone their way. And I'll be glad to take the blame, for that. So we're still waiting for Foster and Kempner to finish warming up. I was told there'd be about 10-15 minutes between games, and I would love to have interviewed Coach Erin Pledger, but she is always busy prior to the game. She wants to be the one to throw batting practice to her girls and make sure that they are ready, and truly they have their work cut out for them today against the very dominant Foster girls. Tell you what everybody is looking like. First of all, the visiting Foster Falcons wearing the gold jerseys with the black numerals and letters on their jersey tops, and they're wearing the black pants. And they also have the very old school high socks, and they're the ones that have they're black socks with skinny gold stripe, wider white stripe, then a skinny gold stripe after that. And that's the kind of thing that I wore back during the Carter administration. When I was a high school athlete, that's what we wore as part of our football. Mind as we do our broadcast week. It's not an easy thing to plan, but it is a wonderful thing to get to do. We're going to step aside, take a break here, and be right back with the start of the game. You've already had the starting lineups, and we will talk to you about the starting pitchers for these two teams when we return on VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire Automotive will shower you in savings in April. Make sure you're not caught saying the wrong S word when it starts raining because you can't see out of your windshield. Safety first to get you to and from the big game. Check out these great savings. Wiper blades, buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free on select Contour Beam windshield wipers. Purchase 4 select BF Goodrich, Goodyear, General, or Uniroyal tires with a premium installation package and wheel alignment and save $100. First Tire Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireAuto.com.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
Mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
How you doing, Blue? I'm greeting the home plate umpire. Welcome back to Kempner. We're just about ready to play softball on a delightful day. The temperature feels like it's in the mid-80s if you're out there in the middle of the bright sunshine, and other than my umbrella, I am. So we'll give you the defensive alignment for Kempner when they take the field in the top of the first inning, as the 2 head coaches are meeting at home plate and exchanging lineups. Gabby Gonzalez pitching for the Kempner Cougars. The catcher, Corey Vasquez. Sammy Sheelander at first base. Pauline Pham at second. Heaven Ferguson at shortstop. The third base player is Alyssa Medrano. Sam Decker is in center field. Lauren Hatch in center. And Erin Castleang. And by the way, we had the great pleasure of covering several Kempner girls basketball games during the season. And it was really amazing to watch Erin Castleang and Lauren Hatch. They are great multi-sport athletes, and they kind of dominated things in several of the games that we did inside the gym at Kempner. By the way, as I am talking to you, I'm finding a way to take down the Kempner lineup because, you know, if I don't, I may never see it again. It could be in the Brazos River or at least in Oyster Creek in short order. All right, so I got that nailed down. So we gave you the Kempner lineup. Gonzalez pitching, Vasquez catching, Sheelander at first. At second, it's Pham, Heaven Ferguson at short. And I say Heaven Ferguson because her sister Paris is also on the team. Medrano at third, Decker in left, Hatch in center, and 9-9. She's had 7 1-2-3 innings in 25 innings with less than 13 pitches thrown. Opponents are hitting .329 against Gabby Gonzalez. And here she is, ready to work. First pitch of the game, swung on, and it's fouled out of play and to our right. Stamper up. Kylie is 44 out of 63. She's hitting .698. No, I'm not kidding, .698. Second pitch to her is in the dirt for a ball. It's 1-1. She has 9 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, and 27 RBIs for Kylie Stamper near the front of the batter's box. Gonzalez delivers it, and she swings, and it is deep to right, and it's going back, and it one-hops the wall. She stops at first, however, and Castellang does a good job of getting it back in quickly. And with nobody out, the leadoff hitter is on for the Foster Falcons. Now it's Michaela Tosh. And if her name sounds familiar, it's because her dad is the head baseball coach. He led his team to victory here last night, 16-5 over Kempner. First pitch to Michaela, and she rips and fouls it right back behind us. Michaela is just a freshman, and it's just a good thing to have children of coaches on your team. Right-handed hitter. And that pitch is a ball because Gabby Gonzalez hit her leg as she brought her arm around. She kind of deflected her own pitch, and it bounced in. So it's 1-1. And there's a line drive to center field. There goes Hatch. It bounces in front of her. No way she can get to that. And she delivers it quickly back in. So we have 2 singles, station-to-station softball. Now Emily Nivar hitting .543 on the season. Her on-base percentage, .656. She's got 5 doubles, 4 triples, a homer, and she's driven in 19 runs. Has a chance to drive one in now, and she sends it to the right center field gap. It is one-hopping the wall. Coming around to score is Stamper and also Tosh right behind her, and it's 2-0 Foster already. First 3 hitters have hit the ball to the outfield for the Foster Falcons. Next up is going to be Ella McDowell. Her name should be familiar to you as well. Ella's dad is Sean McDowell, the head football coach at Foster and the campus athletic coordinator. And if you go to Kempner, McDowell sounds familiar because her aunt Stephanie is one of the assistant principals at Kempner. And I wonder if Aunt Stephanie has said, take it easy on us today. If she had, I don't think that's happening. Kempner had a mound conference.
Here we go, Gabby, babe.
And hopefully they can just kind of shake this off. They knew Foster was a great team coming in. So let's just kind of start over, although the score is 2-0 and there's a runner at second with nobody out. And the first pitch to McDowell is a ball outside. McDowell has 6 homers on the year, .571 batting average. She's slugging 1.196. Second pitch downstairs, and it's 2-0. As if she needed it, it's a favorable hitter's count. Her on-base plus slugging is an otherworldly 1.808. She's got 32 RBIs to lead the team. That one's down and away for ball 3. Ella with 11 doubles, 3 triples, and she's only struck out twice. And that may be as significant a stat as anything that she has on her record. Here's the 3-0. She takes all the way, and it's ball 4. A 4-pitch walk. And now we have runners at first and second. Nivar out there at second. She drove in the first 2 runs, and now McDowell at first. And next up, it's Madison King. She's 21 for 35 on the year. That's a .600 batting average. OPS of 1.724, 8 doubles and 2 homers. Gonzalez delivers. There's a strike on the outside corner. It looks like we have a nice vocal umpire, and that's good because we want you to hear him call strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on as a little nubber towards shortstop and caught in the air by Heaven Ferguson. One away. Next up, it's Kylie Barrett. Or Caitlin Barrett, rather. Sorry about that, Caitlin. Hope she didn't hear me. I'm very close. And a weak swing at the first delivery by Gonzalez. It's a miss. 0-1. Caitlin Barrett, 10 for 28. She's hitting a mere .357 with a double and a homer on the season. Swings and pops it up on the infield. Gonzalez calling for it. She's got it, 2 away. So Kempner has settled down after those first 3 players came to the plate. Now it's Trenasia Smith. Gonzalez ready with a runner at first and a runner at second. Takes the first pitch high for a ball. Gonzalez with heavy tape on the right wrist brings the next pitch. And it's a high fly ball to short center field. Coming in is Hatch. Catches it with one hand. And Kempner settles things down after giving up a pair of runs. And we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. It is Foster 2 and Kempner nothing.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New performance starter plus internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
Did I actually hear you singing? Did I hear you singing? He's denying it. I could have sworn I heard the home plate umpire singing along to Sweet Caroline. All right, let's tell you about who's on the mound for these Foster Falcons. It's Alina Satcher. She is 5-0. This is her 6th appearance and her 5th start. She's covered 23 innings, given up 14 hits, 8 runs, 7 of those earned. She's walked only 8 and struck out, get this, 36. Her ERA is 2.13 and her whip is under 1, 0.957. And she will face Alyssa Medrano, Kirsten Williams, and Lauren Hatch. Kirsten Williams, the designated player, batting in place of Pauline Pham, who's playing second base. And the alignment on defense for Foster: Satcher in the pitcher's circle, Nyvar the catcher, Barrett at first, Herring at second, Ella McDowell, Stamper at third, Smith in left field, Michaela Tosh in center,
number 9, Alyssa Medrano
in right field. Here's Alyssa Medrano, takes the first pitch, and it's ball 1. Medrano has a homer this year, also a triple. Satcher's pitch is low, and you can see she brings the heat. Satcher steps to the back of the circle, now steps up, and here comes the next pitch. Bounces it in a puff of dust, and it hit the ump on the hand. It kicked up. That's unfortunate. He's got to walk that thing off. Alyssa Medrano on the year having a good one. She's got a .412 average, her on-base percentage right at .500. She's slugging .735 and her OPS is 1.235. 6 doubles, 7 RBIs on the season. We already mentioned that she has a homer and she has a triple. Well, if the home plate umpire was singing earlier, which he said he wasn't, he's not singing now. Stinging is more like it. That right hand had the ball just kick up and Wow. And you may be saying, well, it's softball and a girl threw it. Well, let me tell you something. I can already see that Alina Satcher can bring it. I don't know what her miles per hour velocity is, but she throws hard. And the ball just kicked up, and that's just painful. But now we will resume action. 3-0 count on Medrano. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. And it didn't affect his vocal cords, as you can tell. Next one on the way. That's downstairs, and Medrano gets on to begin the game.
Up to bat, number 1, Kirsten Williams.
Now Kirsten Williams hits lefty. She's pretty tall. Looks like she plans to stand in the back part of the box, and I think that's a good idea. Satcher brings it. She shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's a called strike. A throw down to first, and Medrano dives back in. This is one of those days, I mean, it's not oppressively hot, but if you leave your water in the sun, it won't be cold next time you touch it. Bunt attempt, fouled back. But, you know, if you're at the ballpark right now, where else would you rather be? If anywhere, there's a short list of other things where you'd rather be, and there's a called strike 3. One away, and Medrano remains at first base.
Up to bat,
now it's Lauren Hatch. She's a good athlete. Good at everything, pretty much. She's near the front of the box. Satcher brings it. Over but low, and a count 1-0. Hatch has 3 triples on the year. Takes a pitch low, and now it's 2-0. She's batting an even 500. Her on base is 564. 8 RBIs. That's tied for third on the team. And she takes a strike on the inside corner. Lauren has 6 doubles. Still looking for her first home run, and I know she's capable of it. And the wind is blowing out to right. If she can pull one, get it up in the air, I think it might have a chance. Kempner is trailing Foster. First inning, it's 2-0. Hatch shows bunt. Fans on it. They didn't have a chance to hose down the field between games, and that's unfortunate. If I cough, I apologize in advance. The 2-2 is low, and the count goes full. 1 out, runner at first, that's Medrano. She walked. Foster in the field, Kempner batting, and the Cougars trailing 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Satcher brings it, weak swing, and down goes Hatch, 2 away.
Tied up.
It is just tough to get a solid, to square up what she's bringing. Now it's Sammy Sheelander, batting .464, on base percentage .571. She has 9 RBIs. That's second on the club. She's 13 for 28, takes a big rip at the first pitch, comes up empty, and it's 0-1. She also has 1 long ball during the season. Sammy steps out, maybe trying to break up Satcher's rhythm. Here's the pitch, and it's high, and a stolen base attempt. Ball bounces in, and safe at second is Medrano. She's in scoring position. The pitch was a ball, so it's 1-1, and Sheelander, who does not wear batting gloves, steps back. Rubs a little dirt on those hands. Steps in. She's at the back part of the box. And it's a ground ball toward short. Charging is McDowell. Comes up throwing and gets the out at first base. And Kempner gets a runner on with a walk. But that's that. And we'll go to the second inning. Foster 2, Kempner 0.
First Tire and Automotive will shower you in savings in April. Make sure you're not caught saying the wrong S word when it starts raining because you can't see out of your windshield. Safety first to get you to and from the big game. Check out these great savings. Wiper blades, buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free on select Contour Beam windshield wipers. Purchase 4 select BF Goodrich, Goodyear, General, or Uniroyal tires with a premium installation package and wheel alignment and save $100. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
This VypeFortBend.com presentation of Fort Bend County Softball is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity is a proud supporter of Fort Bend and Greater Houston High School sports on VypeFortBend.com. With the new Xfinity Sports Zone app, watch multiple games at once and check live stats and scores while watching another game. It's the best sports entertainment experience with Xfinity X1. And by First Tire and Automotive. Make sure your vehicles are in shape for the spring. First Tire and Automotive has locations in First Colony, Greatwood, Lady Cinco Ranch, and on Eldridge Road in Sugar Land. And all 4 of them are open on Saturdays. For the best prices on tires, go to FirstTireandAuto.com. Here we go, Foster at bat once again. And the leadoff hitter is Maddie Herring, who's 4 for 16 on the year with a home run. Swings at the first pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1 as Gabby Gonzalez works her second inning. Gabby massages the ball, now whirly birds it and brings it. Change up and it's in there, strike 2. I don't think that Maddie was expecting the change right there. She's a little closer to the front of the box than the back. That one bounces in, no chase, and it's 1-2. And she whips the bat around on the practice swings and hits herself in the back. That looks painful. Foul tip into the mitt, and that will do it. Vasquez makes the catch, and it's a strikeout for Gabby Gonzalez. Now it's Ripley Welker getting the start. She's 6 for 17, hitting .353 on the year, just trying to get more playing time, which is tough on a team like Foster. And she takes a strike to begin the at-bat. Right-hander Gabby Gonzalez working to the lefty swinger, and she fouls it back. Ripley Welker wearing the lucky number 7, believe it or not. Did you see what I did there? Her name's Ripley. Here's the pitch. And Gonzalez hit her leg again with the delivery, and I can see her behind her black mask laughing at herself. That's the second time in the game that's happened. 1-2 the count. Have to find out that the next Foster game, something about Ripley. And she swings, and it's high in the air. Hatch in center field calling for it. Takes about 10 steps in, and she has it. And there are 2 outs. Now to the number 9 hitter. Actually, correction, I think we're back to the top of the order. Yes, we are. See, I saw Satcher. She's at the bottom of my lineup, but she's in the 10 spot because she's pitching and not hitting for herself. So we're back to Stamper at the top. And she rips one to right field. A line drive as second base player Pauline Pham jumped to try and get it, but it was about a foot above her outstretched mitt. Well, I guess precisely I should say it was about a foot above the mitt at the end of her outstretched arm and hand. Now Michaela Tosh. She takes a pitch down and in. She singled and came around to score in inning number 1. Her dad's team is playing Hightower today. I'm sure he'll listen to the podcast. And Michaela takes the next pitch inside. Gonzalez rocks and fires. Good rip, but it's fouled straight back into the chain link backstop. 2-1 now. Foster wears the black batting helmets with the white F on the front, outlined in gold. Here's the 2-1. Just missing inside, and it's 3-1. Good chance that Tosh will get something good to hit right here. Gonzalez rocks and delivers. And that goes to right field, and it's on a line and over the middle of the right fielder, Castellang. That's going to bring home a run, I believe. Here comes Stamper, and she steps on home. And getting all the way to third is Michaela Tosh. So a triple for her, and let's see, let me look at my numbers. That may be her first triple of the year. I believe it is.
Let's get them right here, ladies.
Yep.
Two away.
She's got 2 homers.
Let's go, Gabby.
And now a triple to go with her collection of extra base hits. So it was bang, 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 the first 3 hitters the first time around, Stamper, Tosh, and Naivar. Now it's Naivar with a runner at third and 2 away. Swings and just fouls it straight back. You know, clear tape is just so handy. It's one of my favorite things. You hear that? That's me ripping off a piece of clear tape. Something's flapping in the wind. And it's made of paper. Now a high fly ball going out the shortstop, Heaven Ferguson. She can't reach it. And Tosh has already scored. And Naivar gets the second. That was not strong contact whatsoever. However, it just was a hit them where they ain't kind of a ball. Kevin Ferguson made a great effort to, if you're a fan of vintage NFL films, she was trying to make a ghost to the post kind of over the shoulder catch that was not over one shoulder of the other. Now McDowell, she swings at the first pitch, high in the air, Hatch ranging over, and she makes the call and makes the catch. And that will do it, but a pair of 2-run innings for the Foster Falcons. We go to the bottom of the second, and they lead Kempner by a score of 4-0. You're listening to VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Automotive will shower you in savings in April. Make sure you're not caught saying the wrong S word when it starts raining because you can't see out of your windshield. Safety first to get you to and from the big game. Check out these great savings. Wiper blades, buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free on select Contour Beam windshield wipers. Purchase 4 select BF Goodrich, Goodyear, General, or Uniroyal tires with a premium installation package and wheel alignment and save $100. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We want to thank the team at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land, for helping us take care of business all year long. They've been taking care of business for us every day so that we can bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. By the way, I have a report on the Foster boys baseball game against Hightower. They lead it 4-1 in the 5th. Kind of a tough turnaround. You play a game on a Friday night, and then you have to play early in the afternoon on Saturday, but it's like the Falcon boys are going to be up to the task. Hayden Holchak last night went 4 for 4. And Jacob Ardoin had a 3-run homer. Here's a pitch called strike on the outside corner to begin the bottom of the second. It is Satcher on the mound for Foster, delivering to Gabby Gonzalez. Second pitch is low, and Gabby checked her swing. The count 1-1. Actually, they said she went around. The Kempner fans don't agree. And she fights off the 0-2 pitch and slices it out of play to the right. Gabby Gonzalez hitting .387 on the year. Her on-base percentage .441. She has 3 doubles and 5 RBIs. Ready for an 0-2 pitch. And she fights that one off as well. Hit the fence right above our broadcast table. We live in such a nice neighborhood here at Kempner. I left the table here overnight and nobody took it. Here's the 0-2. And it's a line drive base hit into right center field. Gabby Gonzalez will turn first and hold on there. First hit of the game for the
Number
Cougs.
3, Heaven Ferguson.
Now Heaven Ferguson. And if the wind was blowing a little bit less, I'd say this is heaven. Where else would you want to be than right here, right now? So the second base runner of the game for Kempner, they got Medrano on board via the walk in the first frame. Evan Ferguson looks down at head coach Aaron Pledger in the third base box. Now she steps out of the box. I'm not sure why. Now she's back. Here's the pitch. Good bunt, laid down in front. Catcher picks it up, fires to first. The sacrifice works, and that moves the runner from first to second. Excellent sacrifice by Heaven Ferguson. And by the way, I need to identify a courtesy runner out there at second. Any idea who the courtesy runner is at second?
Vasquez.
Okay. It's number 12. That would be Emily McCoy. And the first pitch is low for a ball to Corey Vasquez, the catcher. Emily McCoy at second with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Corey Vasquez unable to keep up with the heat coming out of the hand of Alina Satcher. Brings it. And another bunt attempt, but that goes foul over to the left. They call Alina Satch, and that kind of makes me think of Louis Armstrong. Satchmo. Here's the 1-2. Bounces in, and that's going to get McCoy over to third. It kind of kicked off of the shoulder of the catcher, Naivar. So Kempner with a run, just 60 feet away. Vasquez digging in, ready for a 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. And she hits it on the ground to first base. It's fielded. No, they say no, sir. It was a foul ball. You know, if it's softball, shouldn't you say, no, ma'am, it's a foul ball? It did look like the first base player, Barrett, fielded it before it went foul. That pitch is outside, and the count goes full 3-2. 2 outs in the inning. Vasquez trying to deliver a run. Kempner is down 4-0 here in the bottom of the second. A lot of weight on the back leg. Here comes the pitch. Called strike 3. That's it. And the scoreboard was wrong. I'm glad to say there was only 1 out. Because, you know, they put an out on the board when the first base player stepped on the bag, and it was not actually an out. Now there are 2 outs. And now we have Samantha Decker. Sam takes the first pitch, down and away a ball. Right-handed hitter, has scored 7 runs, drawn 2 walks. Looking for her second RBI of the year, and it's sitting over there on third. That pitch is low, 2-0. Sam Decker with a little pigeon-toed stance from the right-handed box. And she taps it toward first, but it rolls foul. Emily McCoy sprinted on home just in case, but she'll go back to third. It's a dusty day, and they brush off the plate. Sam Decker with 5 hits on the season in limited action. Here's the pitch. Downstairs for a ball. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, right here, Sacks, right here.
The outfielders play her straight away. Here's the 3-1. Decker rips and misses. It's 3-2. Kempner down 4-0, just wanting to pick up a run and then work from there. Decker with the left heel elevated, takes a called strike 3, and that'll do it. Well, the Cougars threaten, they get a runner to third, but they are finished in the second inning, and we'll go to the third with Foster leading Kempner 4-0 on VypeFortBend.com. Where's the music?
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
We see all you do to get work done, whether it's keeping your office clean or redesigning your space for 3 or 300. Our business is to keep business going. Buy online and pick up in store, or get free next business day shipping at Office Depot, Office Max, and OfficeDepot.com.
All right, Madison King steps up to begin the third inning. Foster leading Kempner 4-0. Gabby Gonzalez pitching. Here comes the first pitch to Madison. Change up in there for a strike. Madison steps out, visualizes a little bit of fidgeting between pitches. Now she's ready. Takes one inside. And it's 1-1. She looks very anxious to swing. Here comes the 1-1. Change up high in the air. Hatch has it. Well, has a bead on it, and she has the ball in her glove. 1 away.
All right, Gabby. Way to be, Gabby.
Gabby Gonzalez is just doing great. The only thing is these first 3 hitters for Foster just seem to scald the softball every time they swing. Once she gets past the first 3, she's been very efficient out there. Swinging and a foul straight back by Caitlin Barrett. Barrett playing first base for Foster. Slightly open stance. Righty to righty. Gonzalez brings it. Barrett takes the ball inside. Wind still blowing out toward right field, and there's a big rip. Barrett fouls it back into the backstop. There's a maroon vinyl pad at the bottom of the backstop, and you know, Kempner replaced some vinyl padding in the gym a few years ago. Here's the 1-2, fouled back and over the screen, and the catcher Vasquez can't find it, but it was out of play anyway. So they were replacing the vinyl pads in the gym at Kempner. One of them got cut, and they left it by the dumpster. When I dropped off one of my boys here at Kempner, I said, you know, I could put duct tape over that, and I did. As the pitch bounces in, it's now 2-2 as Gonzalez continues to work to Caitlin Barrett. Anyway, I used it as a kind of a mattress in our doghouse. Here's the 2-2. Another foul back, and Vasquez looking for it. Can't see it in the bright sun. She looks like she really wants to catch a pop-up. The count's still 2-2. So Gonzalez to Barrett. Here it comes, and there it goes back behind us again. Well, at least Corey Vasquez is keeping cool because she takes off the mask and feels a nice breeze. We've had 4 straight foul balls where she's taken off the mask. Here's the 2-2. Change up, and that's to left field. It is Decker coming in, and she makes the play. Sam was not fooled at all. Good job of Barrett of getting a bat on it, because there's a great disparity between the speed of her changeup, Gonzalez's changeup, I mean, and the speed of her fastball.
Here we go, D.
Now it's Trenasia Smith, takes the first pitch outside. Trenasia 19 for 48 on the season coming into this game with 13 RBIs, hitting .396. Here's the pitch. And it's a ground ball. Great pick over at third base by Medrano. And she fires across to Shelander. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Gabby Gonzalez. And for Gabby Gonzalez, that makes 8 1-2-3 innings in this season. She's been doing a good job. We'll be right back on VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Automotive will shower you in savings in April. Make sure you're not caught saying the wrong S word when it starts raining because you can't see out of your windshield. Safety first to get you to and from the big game. Check out these great savings. Wiper blades, buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free on select Contour Beam windshield wipers. Purchase 4 select BF Goodrich, Goodyear, General, or Uniroyal tires with a premium installation package and wheel alignment and save $100. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
All right, so there ain't no holla back girls on the field today for either team. Satcher is still out there chucking for the Foster Falcons, who lead it 4-0. Kempner ready to bat in the bottom of the third. Ibar throws it down. All the infielders come together and give a little encouragement to Alina Satcher as if she needs it. And Kempner's going to send up Erin Castellang, the right fielder. Erin chomping on the gum. She's an outstanding basketball player, one of the best rebounders in District 24 5A girls hoops. And Coach Aaron Pledger trotting around to get into the third base coaching box.
Number 14, Erin Castellang.
After Castellang, it's back to the top of the order, Medrano and Williams. Castellang ready, looks at a fastball up and away. She's got a bat that's the color of that lime green jello salad my mom served. Here's the pitch. Outside, good eye by Aaron. Now the pitch by Satcher. There's a strike at the knees. And Castellang grimacing as if to say, "Oh, Mom." Except the umpire is a dad. Here's the 2-1. And she just fights that one off, and it bounces over here right in front of us. We are kind of at a, I guess about a 45-degree angle, well, off the first base line, 20 feet away. Check swing, did she go around? Yes, she did. So that's a swinging strikeout for Castellang, 1 down for Kempner in the third.
Up to bat number 9, Alyssa Medrano.
Alyssa Medrano drew a walk in her first plate appearance. Alina Satcher brings it. Here's a strike on the outside corner. Medrano also stole second during her first offensive effort. Whoa, that one goes high, and that flew over everybody's head. 1-1. That was one of those Nuke LaLoosh hit the mascot pitches, if you watch the movie Bull Durham. Watch the edited version, though. Here's the 1-1. Strike on the outside corner, 1-2. Medrano. You know, I've seen the look in a girl's eyes when she didn't think a call was correct before, and I think I just saw it again. Here's the 1-2. And it's a ground ball right back up the middle into center field, and Medrano is on with a single. The second hit of the game for the Kempner Cougars, who trail it 4-0.
Up to bat,
now
number
Kirsten
1,
Williams, the designated player. They say that instead of designated hitter, and she bats in place of Pauline Pham, who's at second base. Kirsten in the back of the box. Lefty swinger. Satch brings the pitch. Bunt, it's in the air and caught by Barrett at first base, and they'll get a double play out of it as she turns right around and throws it back to Maddie Herring, who came over from second base. And Kempner gets the base hit, but very quickly that double play goes 3-4, and the hopes are dashed in the third inning. But we'll go to the fourth. Foster 4, Kempner nothing.
First Tire and Automotive will shower you in savings in April. Make sure you're not caught saying the wrong S word when it starts raining because you can't see out of your windshield. Safety first to get you to and from the big game. Check out these great savings. Wiper blades, buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free on select Contour Beam windshield wipers. Purchase 4 select BF Goodrich, Goodyear, General, or Uniroyal tires with a premium installation package and wheel alignment and save $100. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Listening to Mr. Brightside by the Killers, and I have to say that is a great piece of art because it hurts just to listen to it. You can feel the singer's pain. Swing and a foul back on the first pitch of this top of the fourth inning. In the batter's box for the Foster Falcons is Maddie Herring. Gabby Gonzalez out there ready to work again. Here's the 0-1, change up, high in the air, Hatch going back, left center field gap, and Lauren was only about 5 feet from the wall when she caught it, but that's one out. Well, Herring gave it a ride, almost got it up into the wind enough to blow it out, but if she had hit it more toward right field, I think she would have been onto something. Ripley Welker now. Lefty swinger, wears number 7. First pitch swinging, foul ground on the left. It's Medrano, and she overruns it, and it goes foul. It landed in fair territory, but then it had so much spin on it that it kicked up and it kind of hit Medrano in the face. But she wears a mask, so it's okay. I mean, you know, the steel mask. The other kind of mask wouldn't do you any good. All right, so Welker ready for the 0-1. Here it comes. And she goes the other way, loops it over short and into left field for a base hit. turns first and hangs on as Sam Decker gets it back in. That's beautiful hitting, just going with the pitch. And now to the top of the order we go. Mayday, mayday, look out. Stamper is up again, front of the batter's box, and she looks hungry. Here it comes. And Gabby hits her leg again. Just misses the strike zone. Amazing. Here's the 1-0. And it's a solid base hit into left field. Station to station we go. And for the third straight time, Stamper is on with a base hit. And Welker moves over to second. All right, here's Michaela Tosh, the daughter of the head baseball coach at Foster. He's been there 15 years, so I guess she was, just being born about the time he took over the job. She swings at the first pitch and hits it on the ground foul. The grass here at Kempner is cut pretty short today, and therefore when a ball is hit into the outfield, if it gets to the gap, there's a good chance it could go to the wall. The grass is not going to slow it down very much. Tosh ready, and she hits it high in the air, foul on the right side, and it just lands between the fence and the bleachers. I noticed nobody dived for the ball. Count 0-1. I think you may hear aircraft going overhead, and if you do, we are just, a mile from Sugar Land Regional Airport. Here's the 0-2. And waiting on a changeup, just getting a piece. That's great hitting by Michaela Tosh to stay alive. I mean, she waited, and then when she saw that it was a changeup, she just needed to make sure she fouled it off, and she did. Here's the 0-2, and she fouls off another one, and that hurt Vasquez. It hit her in the right hand. She's shaking her hand. She'll be okay because she's a softball player, but ouch. I am feeling her pain. I feel your pain, Corey Vasquez. Tosh ready. Here comes the 0-2 again, and it bounces in. She takes, and it's a double steal. And not only does Ripley get to third, she comes on home because the throw was wild. That makes it 5-0. And on the play, Stamper went just from first to second. She didn't take third on the wild throw.
Let's go, D. One away.
And the count 1-2. Tosh still in there. Pitch. She swings and fouls it off to the right, and it lands in the bullpen on the first base side. I call it the bullpen, but it's really just kind of an all-around softball practice area. You can do your hitting over there or warm up a pitcher or do those stretchy bands, whatever you want to do. Here's the 0-2. Change up and yanked foul. And that had, the trajectory of an extra base hit, but it was foul by about 25 feet. Michaela Tosh is really prolonging this at bat. And she's smiling about something. Maybe something one of her teammates yelled out of the dugout. Now she yanks one opposite field to right, and it is gone! Michaela Tosh has gone yard. A 2-run bomb to up the ante to 7-0. That makes home run number 3 on the year, and she takes off her helmet and bangs helmets with 3 teammates waiting at home plate. I think she might have considered which way is the wind blowing. I think I might go the other way with it, and she sure did. And Castellane just had to watch it fly out. Coach Pledger has gone out to the pitcher's circle, and she's talking to Gabby Gonzalez. Gabby goes to all of her infielders, and they are resolved to end this top of the 4th. But that won't be easy because Nivar is coming on up. Emily hitting .543 coming into the game, and she's already had 2 hits. If I had, a little Gopher stat boy to run the numbers for me, I'd get you the updated average. And she swings. That is high in the air. Going out, Heaven Ferguson, and coming in is Hatch. It falls between them. That was a cheapie, but nevertheless, the scorebook says that Nivar is 3 for 3. And now they throw it away as they try to get the ball back to Gonzalez. And Nivar takes an extra base. She's in scoring position. And now it's Ella McDowell. And I wonder if Coach Tosh is going to give Coach McDowell any ribbing that his daughter got more hits than, the football coach has done. Well, Ella can do something about it right now. Righty versus righty as Gonzalez continues to work. Pitch is low for a ball. And Gabby's got to be a little bit frustrated because after they have that mound conference, she delivers a good pitch. It causes weak contact, and yet the ball finds grass through no fault of her fielding teammates. That's just softball for you. Here's the 1-0. Check swing, ball outside. Ella's Aunt Stephanie is on the staff here at Kempner. Here's the 2-0. And that's inside, belt high. 7-0. Foster with its most productive inning. They scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second. They didn't put anything on the board in the third, but now 3 here in the fourth. And there's ball 4, and the ball bounced off the shin guard of Vasquez, and that enables Nivar to get from second to third. So there are runners at first and third after that walk. And just 1 out in the inning. Now it's Madison King. Big braid of hair coming out the back of the batting helmet. A lot of weight on the back leg. Looks at the first pitch and takes it for a strike. And fielder's indifference as there's a steal. McDowell basically just trots from first to second. No throw down. The count 0-1. The pitch to King, and she yanks it in the air foul and just misses the dugout roof, just misses a couple of teammates. Madison is a good name for a ball player. Even in baseball, Madison Bumgarner, the guy they call Mad Bum. Here's the pitch. Oh, a line drive right back to Gabby. She absorbs it, does not catch it clean, but throws to Shelander at first base for an out, and a run scores. No, I'm sorry, a run did not score. Nivar is still at third, and McDowell is still at second. They're checking on Gonzalez. She's hurting a little bit, but she'll stay in there. Been a tough day for the home plate umpire and for Gabby Gonzalez, and Corey Vasquez took one off the hand too. Our game is not brought to you by Advil, but it could be. Here's Barrett. Runners at the corners and runners at second and third and 2 away. Check swing, the pitch is high. Caitlin has 1 homer this year. I'm sure she'd like another one here. That's a Paula Abdul pop-up. It's straight up, but it goes out of play. At the top of the backstop here at Kempner, they have an inclined section of fence that kind of keeps some balls out of play. So you could be standing 3 feet from the backstop, and a ball coming straight down is going to hit that inclined fence and roll to the crowd. There's a pitch outside, and the count now 1-1 on Barrett, or 2-1 rather. Thank you, 2-1. Gonzalez working. Here comes the 2-1. And that's down the left field line. It's a base hit. It drops in front of Sam Decker. It'll score 2 runs, and it's 9-0. The Falcons on top. 2 RBI single for Caitlin Barrett. And now Foster is entitled to start thinking about run ruling this game. Trenasia Smith now stands in. Open stance from the right-handed box. Here's the first pitch. In there for a strike at the letters. Trenasia, spelled T-R-N-A-H-J-A. Trenasia. I said it wrong when I was naming the starting lineups, but I ran to a fan in between during a commercial break, and I know it's Trenasia. And I have a philosophy: every student athlete who's worked hard enough to be out here in a varsity game, they deserve to have their name pronounced correctly. 1-1 count on Trenasia. She hits a hard ground ball through the left side and into left for a base hit. Decker gets it back into the shortstop Ferguson. There are runners at first and second. 2 outs. And now it's Maddie Herring. Maddie with the long blonde ponytail, and I just worry about her back. She makes those practice swings, and the bat whips around and just hits her hard. You can hear it. And she hits it high in the air. There is Hatch coming in and makes the catch on the run, and that ends the inning, or ends the half inning, I should say. But Foster picks up 5 runs. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Foster 9 and Kempner nothing.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New performance started plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
We take care of you so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max.
Taking care of business. Hold up. Check it out.
I want to thank the team at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land, for helping us take care of business every day to bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. Go by Office Depot and tell them you enjoy VypeFortBend.com coverage of Fort Bend County sports. Lauren Hatch, first pitch swinging high in the air to center, but it did not carry. I got a little excited there. Michaela Tosh makes the catch, and there's 1 away. Now Sammy Sheelander.
Sammy Sheelander.
Sammy's got a homer this year. I'd like to see another one right now. Open stance. Here's the first pitch, and she got a hold of that one. It is deep. It is gone. Thank you, Sammy. Sammy Sheelander goes yard for the 2nd time this year. Woo! And she's got a big smile on her face as she crosses home plate, and that closes the gap to 9-1. I think they ought to download this podcast. Her family, that's what I think.
Get you another one, Gab.
All right, Gabby Gonzalez got to be feeling pretty good about that as her teammate closes the gap to 9-1. And
Gabby Gonzalez.
She can give it a rip. Not too many people go deep off Satcher. As a matter of fact, let me look here. I don't think that Satcher has given up any homers this year, although I don't know that for sure. Good cut by Gabby, and she fouls it straight back.
That's a good rip, Gab. Stay on him.
Ivar wearing the black protective mask inside her helmet, which has a face mask, and takes a pitch down and in over the toenails, which may or may not be painted today. Satch brings it, and there's a ground ball to second. Bad hop at the end, but Herring scoops it up and throws over to first. 2 outs.
Up to bat number 3, Heaven Ferguson.
Now Heaven Ferguson, with her sister Paris cheering her on from the dugout. Righty swinger, watches the first pitch bounce in, and she's moving her foot like that hit her on the foot. But the home plate umpire is not saying take your base. Ooh, the wind is really blowing hard now, coming hard in from left field. I'm going to lose some equipment today. I can feel it. You may not even hear me speaking because the wind in our crowd might be just too much. Satcher brings it. Ferguson, ground ball, and it is foul just outside of first. That's why they say softball and baseball both are a game of inches. Heaven comes back to the batter's box. Alina Satcher rubbing up the softball and brings the 2-1. And there's a slow roller to Barrett at first, and it goes under her. Safe at first is Ferguson, who was hustling all the way, and that pays off sometimes. You know, Barrett had the ball in her glove, and when she was trying to just kind of grip it with 2 hands as she walked over to the bag, it just kind of snuck out off the heel of her glove. She didn't realize it until it was too late. Now Corey Vasquez ready to bat.
That's bat number 13, Corey Vasquez.
And she wants her, Coach Pledger wants her to come over and talk to her. And Ferguson, by the way, I think she cramped up a little bit. Her lower right leg seems to be kind of tight, and she's stretching it out. And we'll see if she can continue running bases. You know, you don't want to push it and do something that would keep you on the shelf for a week or two. So she's putting the heel down, reaching down and pulling the toe back toward her. And it looks like maybe even it's the hamstring, the right hamstring maybe that's bothering her. So we'll just wait and see if she wants to continue or if it'd be the best thing. Yeah, she's loosened up a little bit, and I think she's ready to run the bases. Meanwhile, Vasquez and Coach Pledger were able to talk things over a bit.
Let's go, babe.
And we'll see what kind of hitting strategy Corey uses here. 2 away, and you know that Ferguson will be breaking on contact. Strike on the outside corner. I may be mistaken about Satcher just giving up her first home run of the year. And there's a slicing foul out in the on-deck circle. That almost took off Samantha Decker's head. I'm exaggerating, but she did have to duck. Vasquez leaning way back. Rips the ball, and that is foul outside of first. Second time this inning that a Cougar has come within inches of a double down the right field line.
Come on, babe. You got it.
McDowell, the shortstop, very courteously coming in and receiving the throw back to her pitcher. 0-2, change up, swing and a miss. That's it for the fourth inning for Kempner. But it's one run on one big hit. The bomb by Shelander, no errors. And we'll be back with the fifth inning. It is Foster 9, Kempner 1.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a one-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
Now Foster will get busy with the bats. Ripley Welker single, came around and scored in that 5-run fourth, and here she is again. First pitch, change up and served into center field for a base hit. She didn't hit it hard, but she got it over Gonzalez and between Pauline Pham and Heaven Ferguson. Now to the top of the order, which has just been something that Gabby Gonzalez and, of course, a lot of other pitchers this year have simply been unable to solve. Here is Stamper taking the first pitch high for a ball. Kempner hasn't been able to get Stamper, Tosh, or Nivar out all day. Change up, an eephus pitch even, and it's in there for a strike. That had a parabola profile to it, that kind of trajectory. It was that slow. It looked like Zach Greinke threw it. Here comes the next one. And going oppo to right field, coming in to get it is Castellang, makes the catch, gets it back in. And Ripley has to go back. I guess I should call them by their last names. Welker has to go back to first base. But Ripley's a fun name. If you've been to San Antonio, right across the street from the Alamo, you can go to the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. First pitch swinging. And guess who's up there? It is Michaela Tosh. She fouls it out of play to the right. She steps in. The stance is neither open nor closed. She's not near the front of the box or the back. She's right in the middle. Rips the changeup down the left field line, and it is one hopping the wall just to the right of the foul pole. And that's a double. And it pushes Ripley Welker over to third. There are runners at second and third with just one out. And remember, run rule is kind of a distinct possibility. Now Emily Nivar will step in.
Help Gabby out. Let's go right here.
Talk to him, Corey.
Let's go, Gabby, babe.
She's ready to get that 10-run advantage back, and she swings at the first pitch, and it's to right field, and there's the catch by Castellang. This will be a sacrifice fly. In from third comes Ripley Welker. Have a mental block against remembering her last name. Keep having to look down.
Hey.
2 outs.
Let's go, Ella.
Hi, Miss McDowell.
Hello.
That's Aunt Stephanie back there. And now here is here's her niece. And you know, it's kind of like that commercial with the ants, the Geico commercial. First pitch is low. Have you seen the Geico commercial? We have ants, and then there are these ants telling the niece and or nephew what to do. Well, that's what's happening right now. As Stephanie McDowell, assistant principal at Kempner, right behind me, is telling her niece what to do in the batter's box. Here's the 1-0, and it's a base hit to left field. She told her to do just that. That drives home a run as Tosh scores, and that makes it 11-1. So now, when Kempner comes to bat in the bottom of the 5th, they will need to score at least 1 run to prolong this game. It's 11-1, so the 10-run rule may be in effect soon. So I guess Ella did that for Aunt Stephanie. Isn't that nice? King, first pitch swinging, 1 hopper to Medrano, who throws high to first. Oh my goodness, safe at first and advancing all the way to third is Ella McDowell. Runners at second and third, still 2 away. You cannot give a team like Foster extra outs. And Medrano just sailed that ball over the head of Shelander, and you know, Sammy's pretty tall over there.
Hey, let's go. Let's work.
Now Barrett wants to up the ante even more. Here's the pitch from Gonzalez. Outside at the knees, 1-0. Foster has been every bit as good as advertised here today. There's a pitch that's down low. I was talking prior to the game. Well, hold on, I'll tell you that in a moment. Here's the 2-0, and it's high, 3-0 on Barrett. I was talking to Coach Keely Schuler about the playoffs, and you know, she foresees that there will be a tough matchup, no matter who the opponent is, for her ball club in round 2 of the playoffs. Here's a line drive to center, right at Lauren Hatch. Well, actually, she took about 3 steps to her right, but she's very solid on defense. Makes the catch that retires the side, but not before Foster gets 2 more runs. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Kempner's got a score to keep it going. They're down 11-1 on VypeFortBend.com.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each, all in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay and 6/30/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
You are the master of the We mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max.
Taking care of business. Talk a little bit, then take that on.
All right. We want to thank the folks at Office
That's
Depot,
about number
Southwest
8,
Freeway at
Samantha
Williams
Decker.
Trace in Sugar Land. They take care of business for us every day so we can bring you Fort Bend County sports every week, which we have a good 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 and 6 times a week. We love to do these ball games. And we have a new pitcher in the circle for these Foster Falcons. She's Peyton Welker, 9-0. This is her 12th appearance. She steps up. She's got an ERA of 1.33 and a whip of .782. Pitch swung on and fouled back as it's Samantha Decker up there for the Kempner Cougars. What else can we tell you about Peyton Decker? 47 in the third innings pitched, 26 hits allowed, 10 runs, 9 of them earned, 11 walks, and 84 strikeouts. Foul ball down the first base line, and it trickles almost to the bag, and it's picked up by Alina Satcher, who has moved from the pitcher's circle. She is now playing first base. Here's the pitch, outside, and the count 1-2. By the way, Foster has Stamper, King, Satcher, Brammer, Sophie Brammer, and this girl, Peyton Welker, all pitchers that Coach Keely Schuler can count on. That's amazing. Swing and a miss. And down goes Samantha Decker. Now it's Erin Castlelang. By the way, I want to say happy birthday
Number
to a very
14,
special
Erin
person.
Castlelang.
The head volleyball coach at Fulshire, Sydney Gocher. Happy birthday, Coach. I'm sure all the folks at Foster join me in wishing her a happy birthday. Castlelang ready. First pitch she sees from Peyton Welker, swung on and missed. Yeah, how about this? 84 strikeouts in 47 in the third innings. That's almost 2 strikeouts per inning. And the pitch is outside. 1-1, and it also looks like Peyton Welker kind of likes to work quickly. She does step to the back of the circle, but she kind of fidgets a little bit. She just went to the rosin bag, but now she's on the slab and delivers it. And Castlelang fouls it back off of the catcher, Nayavar. And by the way, I found out from the home plate umpire during the previous commercial break that pitch that hit him in the hand, nobody touched it. Nobody's bat, nobody's shoulder, nobody's mask. It just went full bore into his hand. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Castlelang is down, and it's up to Alyssa Medrano to keep this thing
Up to
going.
bat number 9, Alyssa Medrano.
So Peyton Welker in a very good position to finish off this run rule game. Medrano has a hit today and a walk, and she swings at the first pitch, fouling it back. By the way, the Foster boys beat Hightower 10-2. There's a pitch that's high, so the Foster Falcon boys flying high. Only one loss in district play. It was to Kempner on Tuesday. And they avenged that loss last night with a 16-5 drubbing of the Cougars. Here's the 1-1 outside to Medrano. Staying alive. Alyssa wants to keep this thing going at least a little bit. 2-1, way high, and it's 3-1. I didn't check, but I'm sure that Peyton Welker is Ripley Welker's sister. Ready to bring the 3-1. Fouled back and out of play by Medrano, who watches it go, and she's down to her final strike, as are the Kempner Cougars.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Medrano moves to the back of the box. Peyton Welker steps on the rubber and brings it downstairs, and that's ball 4. So Kempner will get at least one more batter to the plate. and it's going to be Kirsten Williams.
Up to bat number 1, Kirsten Williams.
And Kirsten stands in the back of the box for Peyton Welker, just as she did for Alina Satcher. Here's the first pitch. Swinging bunt, but it spins foul on the left. It landed in foul territory and just kept rolling down the slope. Coach Pledger down in the third base box trying to encourage her girls to just keep fighting. Let's just keep fighting all the way to the end and make sure the end doesn't happen right now. She tries to put down a bunt, but again it goes straight into foul territory. 2 strikes now on Kirsten Williams.
Let's go, Kirsten, babe. You got it right here, babe.
And she'll probably try to put it in play, not with the bunt, although you can foul off some bunt attempts. It would be the third strike, and there's one of those. So she has spent one of her foul ball bunt attempts with 2 strikes.
Here we go, here we go. Yelling it. Here you go, Keith.
Peyton Welker ready, like she's in a hurry. And there, she offered at it on the bunt, comes up empty. That's a strikeout, and that is the ball game. Well, we want to thank everybody for being with us on this one. A beautiful Saturday afternoon, and the Foster Falcons showed just how good they are. They appear to be on a collision course with the championship in District 24 5A. And what the Kempner Cougar girls can hope for is to keep fighting and maybe find their way into the playoffs, as they will fight alongside Angleton and some other teams to try and get into that tournament when the season ends. Well, it's been a good week of broadcasts. On Tuesday night, we brought you the Elkins Knights baseball victory at Austin. And then last night, we were here at Kempner in the baseball park as the Foster Falcons run-ruled the Cougars 16-5 to avenge a Tuesday night defeat at Foster. And the Foster girls take care of business, as Office Depot always does, with an 11-1 victory.